this is pretty amazing. We had quite a decent snowfall last night. As you can see, probably about 8 inches. I've come out this morning, it's 8:15, and I'm presuming it's the council has already been out and cleared the road. And this is sort of it's not a private residence, it's holiday accommodation. I think that's pretty goddamn amazing. When I had the bright idea that I go for a hike up Kilopa, there's a 1 kilometre circular route, and I thought, that'll do. Snowshoes, not an exercise I'm used to doing, not that I'm used to doing any exercise. So I've put my snowshoes on and making a slow trek up to the top. We have no light. There is some blue sky coming through right above me, but we've got massive banks of cloud. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can just see a little bit of light coming up there. But all the way around, we have just got a massive bank of clouds. So we're not really, as far as I can see, going to get any usable light. So I've got about halfway at the top, I suppose, maybe 3/4 of the way. And I thought, I can't see anything. Don't get me wrong, it's picturesque, it's beautiful to look at, but I can't see anything to make an image of. And on the way here, excuse me, my arms are aching, I drove, the road I drove along, there was some beautiful looking woodlands on either side with car parks, so I thought, that's somewhere to stop on the way back. But I'm thinking, I don't see the point in hiking up to the top of Kilopa Fell just to not be able to get any images. So I've turned around and come back. And I just found this little scene, and I quite like it. It's minimal, to say the least. You just see, there's a bit of a track. Let's see if we can, yeah, fix focus. Just see a bit of a track. Theoretically, I should have the 70 to 200 on, but I've stuck with the 17 to 55. I've managed to remove all of the surround, so I've just got this beautiful, soft, wiggly line. Minimal, and then some. I've taken a couple of exposures because I don't know what's going to look better. Everything is very grey, even though the snow is white. I'm guessing it's because of the cloud coverage. Everything looks grey, and I really wanted it to look white. So I've fiddled and faffed around as best I can in camera. And I'm about where I want to be. I'm nowhere near the edge of the histogram. But I don't want to lose the detail in the snow, if that makes sense. So I'm going to carry on, mosey back down. And talking to the guy in the shop this morning where I went, the Finnish have very strict regulations about who walks where and with whom. I presume it may be the same in all sort of Nordic countries and in Scandinavia. There are ski tracks, there are snowmobile tracks, there are hiking and snowshoe tracks, and Lord forbid you actually stray onto the wrong one. They really don't like it, they get really upset. And I think, particularly with the ski tracks, they're graded, so there's a lovely surface for the skiers to go on, and obviously you go on it with your, I don't know, size 34 snowshoes and you're going to destroy it, so I get that. But the curious one for me yesterday was you can't go on snowmobile tracks. And I'm guessing that's because you're likely to get run over. Because you can't move very fast in these things, or at least I can't. I've not got much experience with them. So this track is purely for snowshoers, and my God, he said we've had a little bit of snow. I would say here last night they probably had about a foot. It's making it really interesting to walk, because you put your foot down and think, oh, that's solid, and then you sink up to your knees. Because I've got the tripod, I haven't had any walking poles, and fully extended, the snow is going up to the top of the third leg. Hold on. So I've managed to find a nice safe place here to take this photo, but I've had the snow up to here with the legs fully extended. And I'm thinking, you don't want to be falling down in this or dropping the camera, because it's going to disappear, you never see it again. I do feel a little bit sorry for him. There is actually supposed to be car parking here. There's a sign there that says that's how you park. And bless him, he's done exactly what he should have done. But the tractor driver's been a bit wicked, and he's kind of blocked him in. Oh, that's obviously been here for a few days. Well, certainly a day. Something's been parked in there, but substantially wider than mine. So he's going to have huge fun getting out. Poor thing. This state at the end. And God, the speed the locals go is bizarre. This state at the underside of my car. Kicked a load of stuff off. We've got ridiculous temperatures. It's 3 degrees, which is really strange. I'm glad in a way, because I wanted to experience the place in different temperatures. Driving the main roads, to me, has been more scary with melted snow on the road than it is on this road. The road that you go up is pretty much like that. It's just snow, compacted, hard snow, probably with ice under it. But the main roads, where they don't grit out here, they just scrape and blow the snow off the road. And it's now turned to slush. And if you get slightly in the wrong area, the slush pulls you. And I've noticed that the locals are driving slower out the main roads as well. I was pootling along. The limits around here was about 80 clicks. And I was pootling along at about 55. And locals weren't catching me. They were sitting at a sensible distance behind me. Even when I pulled into a lay-by to let somebody go past, they didn't make any effort to speed up. They just kept going at their speed. So take notice of the locals and how they drive, and except when they're doing, I don't know, 80 down there. Oh my God. Wow. Quite sure where to start here. I've no idea if I'm in focus even, because the light here is really bad. The stats for Aurora were looking pretty good tonight, but the cloud cover was looking pretty poor. I thought, hey, you've got to be in it to win it, so we'll trundle out, we'll have a look. I went up onto Counterspar, me and every other person in Sarasota, I think, and I got one of the images that I was sort of on my bucket list. It was very faint aurora, there was clouds, but there was just enough. So I was a happy bunny with that, and I stayed up there for about 40 minutes, and slowly aurora died off. So I thought, right, I'll head down to Inari. The sky was starting to clear, the stars were coming out, and I got down to almost to Ivalo, and I thought, not really sure I want to go this far. And I stopped the car, and I looked at it, I thought, still going. So I did the obligatory lay-by shot, and it was going quite strong. So I headed back thinking, I'll nip up to Counterspar, or actually, I will go down to Vuotso, because there's an unfrozen canal that I've been to before. I thought, well, that'd be good, get an aurora over that. So as I came up over the hill, and you go down, and on the left-hand side is a bus pulling. And there's a junction leads off to a house. I thought, there's not many buses at this time of night, I'll be fine. So I stopped and had a look, and I thought, I can see a little bit of aurora. I got the kit out. Holy smoke. I have never witnessed anything like that. It was phenomenal. Went on for about 35-40 minutes, maybe a bit longer. It was like having my own personal show. The road is heading north, and the lights were coming in from the northwest and the northeast. So they were coming in at both sides. There were swirls, there was pulses, there was curtains with different colours in. I was facing north, and the moon was kind of over my left shoulder. Even with a full moon, the aurora was that strong. I could see the colours. And to be fair, I'm glad I was there on my own, because I was jumping for joy, whooping, letting out expletive after expletive, simply because it was absolutely incredible. I just closed my eyes and I can see those lights again. And I was torn between wanting to get images and just standing in absolute awe, watching the spectacle above me. Anyway, I'll put the pictures up. First of all, what we started with on the evening at Counterspar, and I think that was probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then the ones I got down on the roadside about an hour later. Catch you soon.